I feel like men in America, hell, they mamas didn't clearly do a good job with them. No offense, but offense, okay?
I was about to get involved with some self-clapalization when I got an email from a subscriber. The email said, "What up, ODJ? This might be a good one to cover. Passport sis becomes a single mom in Thailand by Asian man." So that brought me to go to TikTok to look for this particular lady. And I typed until I found the lady, the Nas B Show. And of course, this is a Black American young lady who moved to Thailand. And at first, things were going okay.
Want to let y'all know why I'm choosing to no longer date men from America, men from overseas only. If you're American, you can't get it. No offense, okay?
Woo! That's right. Dating these Asian men. I mean, she did take a shot at.
So you went to Thailand? You ain't even go to the motherland. You went to Thailand. I ain't even gonna say nothing, y'all, because whatever I say, I'm gonna be put under the bus. So let's just see where this should go.
American men. Now, to be fair, she didn't say black men. She did say American men. And then she would continue about the positive experiences.
And I just want to share those things with y'all. Okay, number one, quality and options. Listen, the quality of men overseas, let's just say the options are endless, literally endless. I feel that you meet so many men who are established, who are just living their life and traveling the world at peace and happy. It's an amazing thing to experience a different quality of men, a different level of men, and so many options from all over the freaking world, bro. Like, oh my God.
Uh-oh. Quality and options. Well, wait, there's more.
Number two, successful and thoughtful, okay? The men you're meeting are very well established business owners, CEOs, millionaires, hell, even billionaires, okay? Not even kidding. But most of all, most importantly, the men are so thoughtful, y'all. Like, I've never experienced so many thoughtful men who sincerely want to provide, protect, want to make sure that you have everything that you need, everything that you want, that you're happy. It's amazing.
Yo, the delusion that women put themselves in, some, and she's in that 1% of them, some. The delusion that y'all put yourself in, bro, is really unfathomable to me. For you to think, first of all, like I ain't even gonna go that route. If you selling it, just say that. If you selling it, just say that. If you want to clap cheeks and you want to get paid to clap cheeks, just say that. That's it. There's nothing wrong with it, bro. I've been seeing shit go viral for the past few days about how you just need to wife up your favorite eater. That's it. Wife your favorite eater. Keep her in the tuck, because when you trying to get into a good relationship with a good person, and then your character shows you now you fucking up that good person. You taking away somebody else's Prince Charming or Princess Charming. Like, what are y'all doing? If you want to get paid to clap cheeks, just say that. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta, and all of this passport bro stuff, passport sis stuff, drop it in the comment. Let me know what y'all think about that. Somebody asked me that not too long ago, and bro, that shit is just, for me, if you ain't getting game anywhere, like if you're not able to just get what you desire, then you need to focus on yourself more. The irony in life is simple if your perception is right. I put myself first, then I could put you first. I love myself enough, then I can love you. If I pour into myself enough, I can pour into others. But if I'm only out here looking for eye candy, I'm gonna get caught in a trap almost every time. Almost every time. Now, like I said, I'm gonna put emphasis on some because there is some good people out there with good intentions. And even if a broken person found a broken person, but they're both morally correct, they can build each other up. Don't get me wrong, that shit happens a lot. But does it happen most of the time? No. Usually you got somebody like this trying to get into a relationship, confusing themselves, saying that successful and thoughtful is a good combination, when you really just trying to say, bro, like, I just want to get paid to clap these cheeks. And that's all you have to say. Do you know how far you would get if you just told the truth? Because I can't wait to see what happens the rest of this video.
Amazing, bro. Like, I feel like men in America, hell, they mamas didn't clearly do a good job with them. No offense, but offense, okay?
Man, successful and thoughtful. I mean, all of these men from all of the different parts of the world. I mean, listen, she's having a blast. And when she made this video, this was October 10th, 2023. Everything was going great, right?
Damn.
Well, I guess it was that, because she would eventually meet a Chinese man while living in Thailand. So for those of you guys who don't know, it's just not Thai people in Thailand. It's dominated by a lot of Indians. And of course, people in other Asian countries come to Thailand. It's a big hub, a lot of money to be made there. So it makes a lot of sense that she would have met somebody from China or a Chinese man living in Thailand. And when she did...
Obviously, I'll let y'all know how me and my baby daddy met and stuff in another part. Fast forward to I get pregnant. We both was not ready to have a baby.
Okay, so we're getting a little bit about how they met, but let's continue.
But at the same time, it was kind of like the situation that we was in at the time. Like, we both were just not in a position. It was just like, we're here now. We know what we was doing. Me pushing 30 years old. And at the time, I've had fibroids pretty much for like the past decade. I've dealt with cysts. I was just kind of like trying to consider, what if this is my only opportunity that I will be able to have a child? What if I wouldn't be able to have a baby again? All of these things went into my mind. My baby father initially was all like, you know, whichever way you decide to go, like whether you decide to keep it or you don't decide to keep it, like, I'm gonna be here regardless. So I decided to keep the baby. Shit goes to shit. After that, he completely just like flips. Oh, rewind. Before I found out I was pregnant, me and my baby father had decided that we was gonna split ways. We decided that things was just not really working out for both of us. We was both like just growing in different directions. We decided that we was...
Let me tell y'all something, man. And I'm not cool with anybody that don't take care of their kids. If you got kids out there, you a bozo if you just leaving them to grow up by themselves. They ain't asked to be here. I do want to shed light on this though. If you get pregnant and before you even, let me do that. Before you even knew you was pregnant, because I'm pretty sure y'all had this conversation a while ago, that y'all was gonna break up, and a lot of y'all are going to disagree with me. There is a certain point where you are literally choosing to raise that child by yourself. I don't even want to say you're choosing to be a single mom, but you are choosing to do that. Because, yeah, we go 50-50 on a baby, but if you carry it out knowing, before you even knew you was pregnant, knowing that we wasn't about to be together, you are choosing to raise that young boy or young girl by herself.
gonna just give each other space. I think that's an important fact. He goes his way, which he went back to Phuket. I decided to stay in Bangkok. We both was living in Phuket. We came to Bangkok for like a business thing, and I ended up just like falling in love with Bangkok. 5 days later, literally 5 days later to be exact from him leaving, I found out I'm pregnant.
So we're finding out that they met. They're not getting along. They were clapping, of course, no condom. He obviously left it in, and they broke up. You know, she went to Bangkok, he went to another part, I think it's like Phuket or Thailand or whatever. Then after he left, 5 days from then, she found out that she was pregnant. But it's okay because the guy was pretending to be supportive. He said that she would still support her, and she was not about to abort this kid. I mean, even though she knew she was not going to be together with this man. Now, this is interesting because this young lady from America, Black America, was hating on these men for not wanting to take care of their business. But obviously, she doesn't care about being a single mom to a man that's from China, and she's going to have the baby anyway. So my question is, why are you talking about dating in America when obviously you're taking the same drama and BS to Thailand?
He's right, you know.
But she actually made a series on her page called Surviving Her Chinese Baby Daddy. And you know what? I want to review some of those things with you because it got worse.
Let me tell y'all about this situation. I'm about to go get my baby some diapers real quick. Because I told my baby daddy that we needed diapers for the baby, and I've been telling him that for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Nothing has happened. Constant, oh, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that, oh, my business this, I'm waiting for that, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, I ended up getting the baby some diapers. Told my baby daddy, actually, like, I had got quite a few things for the baby.
Yo, she's a headache just watching her, bro. Just watching her right now. She's making my freaking head hurt.
Ended up sending a picture to my baby daddy like, don't worry about it, I got it myself. It's to the point where I don't even ask for real. Somehow we ended up having a conversation. He ended up coming over to supposedly help me, give me a break, which is never really that, but that's another story. We'll get into that later. We get to talking or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, you bought some time. Now we have some time and we can spend money on something else. Sir, I got a bag of diapers that has 84 diapers in there. The baby is going through 8 to 12 diapers a day. I'm telling him this, and sometimes even more. He's like, oh yeah, we have, that means we have about 2 weeks that we get some more diapers.
So she's talking about the fact that she had the baby 2 months postpartum. And of course, in having the child, she's buying diapers. He doesn't want to really pay for the diapers, and you know, she's asking for help, and the baby is using 10 to 12 diapers a day, sometimes 8, and she bought 84, and he's like, oh, okay, well, you bought some diapers, so you don't need to buy some for 2 weeks. But
I said, that's not how this works. Like, you want to make sure that you stock up on diapers. You don't wait until the baby is down to his last 3 diapers. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been 12 years. I'm doing this all over again. I'm only 2 months in the game after 12 years. He's like, I'm a businessman. Why would I spend capital on something that's going to sit on a shelf?
so he doesn't see any value in paying for diapers ahead of time. And I don't know. I thought that was interesting because remember, she was saying this.
Thoughtful, y'all. Like, I've never.
Yes. They so thoughtful and successful, y'all. Like, go to Thailand and find your Prince Charming. Like, they out there. They clearly not here in America. You know what I'm saying? But they out there in Thailand. You gonna find somebody that's gonna pay you to clap cheeks, yo. I'm telling you, like, they out there. Mad thoughtful. You know what I'm saying?
Never experienced so many thoughtful men who sincerely want to provide, protect, want to make sure that you have everything that you need, everything that you want, that you're happy.
Remember dating those Asian men were so much better, right?
Got him.
But she will continue her complaint.
I don't know if it's a cultural thing or is it just pure fucking stupidity. One thing I can't stand a that decide that he don't want to, own up to his responsibility during the pregnancy and shit like that, and then come back around after the baby is born, after you done missed a whole motherfucking 9 months, and thinking you calling the motherfucking shots, and you ain't even motherfucking get a fuck. So we gotta be okay with it, because if we're not, we're just bitter baby mamas.
So now she's like, oh, is it a cultural thing or is it stupidity? And
You went to their culture. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean, is it a cultural thing? Like, I'm so confused.
wants to call all the shots, although he was not there for the pregnancy. Now, this is interesting because this is the same young lady that was talking about all of the beautiful cultures that she's meeting in Thailand. Men, are so caring. They love so much. And now she's blaming that same cultural issue on stupidity because it's either.
So I know I keep stopping the video. Listen, if it's kind of like what I said before, if you have to work on yourself. You have to have better discernment. You have to, I'm gonna be very simplistic right now, but for me, when I'm in the gym, when I wake up in the morning and I clean the crib or make my bed or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? If how you do one thing is how you do everything. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I know that I'm working on myself enough to become a better person, at a certain point, you are going to start choosing better because you're not going to be in your old habits. And anybody that reminds you of your old habits, you're not going to be entertained by them. So what I'm saying is, if you think that you're about to just get up and move, but you're not about to get up and move spiritually to work on yourself, you just running in place still, even all the way in Thailand. All you doing is running in place. You have to, it's something about you that you're picking these fuck boys, which is very well what she's describing, fuck boys. But it's something about you. You can't put that on the men or that man. You can't. Because when you get a certain age, you have to start taking accountability yourself and realizing, yo, I'm doing the same thing, so I'm getting the same results. All the way in Thailand.
It's cultural or it's stupidity, although he's not there for the pregnancy. Now, let me just talk about this. And this is something a lot of Black Americans should understand. Just because you're living in a different place, a country that is developing, or I don't know if it's third world or second world, you can't assume because things are going so nice in the dating phase that these people are going to want to be with you during your pregnancy phase. I mean, obviously, you've told this guy that, hey, we're not going to be together. You ended up pregnant. You were not getting along. So there's no way that this guy is going to stay with you. And you thought that you were really special because the person was from China. But really, a man is a man, a woman is a woman, and you're not as special as you thought you were. Right. And the reason why you're not as special as you thought you were, well, here's why.
Y'all know exactly what I mean. To protect my mental, especially being 2 months postpartum, until a motherfucker get they shit together, I'm not about to be putting myself through no bullshit. I got this. I got it.
So now she's talking about this dude that she has cut off all contact with this Asian guy because she doesn't want to be stressed, okay? And she's 2 months postpartum and she don't have the time or the energy to be going back and forth with this Asian baby daddy who doesn't really want to show her any kind of respect, doesn't want to help out with the kid, doesn't want to go head on and giving you money. All of these things that she was saying that American men didn't want to do because American men don't have any manners. But the reality is the kind of woman you are, you attract the same kind of man anywhere you go in the world because you're reckless. You're literally sleeping with a guy overseas without a condom that doesn't want to marry you. you took it as because some men spent money on you in the dating phase that they actually wanted to be with you. Let me just tell you this, honey, men always spend money on women that they want to have sex with in the dating phase. Okay. You thought that you were really good, really better than what you are, and you're really not. And now, as you can see, she has, a half Chinese baby. She's a black mother now with the kid. She's happy to show the baby off, and more power to you. And this is her second kid. I believe she had her first kid when she was like 18. She's now 30. So then you have a 12-year-old, most likely a black child, and then you have a Chinese.
Damn. So this is Jody's mama. Mama gotta have a life too. You know what I mean? Mama gotta have a life too. And then mama moved to Thailand and got a whole Blasian baby. Hey yo, listen. This makes me think of Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. He used to always get backlash of how hard he was on women. Hey, listen, a lot of y'all needed to hear it. You're not as important as you think you are. You're very entitled. You want this certain type of man, but you don't bring much to the table. Y'all are gonna start wilding in the comments. I could care less. Let me know how y'all feel. Because this is a prime example. You're gonna keep choosing what you know to choose because you're not working on yourself. And he made a very important fact. Yes, men are going to spend money on anybody that they want to have sex with. It's just that certain men is going to take you to Philippe's and certain men is going to use their game, but then take you to McDonald's. You know what I mean? But y'all want the Philippe so bad that y'all willing to go to Thailand and get it. And now it's like, oh, I thought you was different. No, you're the same person. You, regardless of who you thought was different, you're the same person. You're gonna keep getting the same results, B.
Baby, by a man that's not there. You're 30. You're living in Thailand, trying to start a business, and then you're roasting American man. But the reality is the problem is you. You never changed yourself, boo. And so when you got to Thailand, you thought that it was going to be sweet, but it wasn't. No, it wasn't sweet because you're not sweet. He played you like a fiddle. He clapped. He doesn't want to buy diapers because he doesn't feel that you're worth it. And now you want to come in and complain about him when nobody told you to go out there and get clapped up without a condom. Nobody told you to go out there and be busting all the way open. Nobody told you that. You made those decisions. You were making those same bad decisions in America, and you make those same bad decisions in Thailand. Wherever you go, there you are. Again, you can always have your preferences, but that doesn't mean that your preference prefers you. She talked about dating millionaires and billionaires and guys that have successful businesses. And then she went to a guy who was like, oh, I don't have money for diapers because my businesses need money.
Got him!
Which means that the guys who had money, they saw your value, and what did they do? It was like, nah, she's too hood, or she's too ghetto, or she's not really worth my time. I can't really deal with her like that. So let me just get what I can get from her. Go ahead and leave this in. And if she's pregnant, it's not my fault anyway. And again, so many women understand that this is the reality that happens. It could happen. But hey, listen, we all live and we learn. And it's not the Chinese guy's fault. It's your fault. You want more value, but you don't want to be more valuable. You want to get a guy that's rich and has stuff going on, but you're struggling. You want more and you're dusty. It's just going to continue and get worse. But hey, what do I know?
And that's all I was saying, man. Me and O'Shea really saying the same thing, bro. I feel like you just got to work on yourself more. If you're having problems finding the person that you want, men and women, you have to work on yourself more. Yeah, it sounds ironic, but that is life, period. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? You're never really going to understand it, or it's never going to become fathomable to you if you could continue to stay simple-minded or shallow. And I pray, I really do pray for every good man out there that y'all have y'all discernment up. You know what I'm saying? Because for the people that you actually, the people that she was describing, for the men that she was describing, they're not folding. It takes a certain level of discipline to reach a certain amount of success. Simple as put, right? So, but if you find a man that doesn't necessarily have the discipline, but he's good morally, he's good ethically, and he's trying to become that man, I pray that you never find that guy, because that guy is going to stay with you just because you had a baby. He's going to put up with your bullshit. You're going to still feel entitled even though he gives you everything. You're going to feel like you want more and more and more because he doesn't have the financial bank account that the next guy got. So you're always going to want more, and that's going to bring him even lower, more unhappy, more what's the name. And I pray that, like, I don't wish that on nobody. For real. Because that feeling of coming home to somebody that is not appreciative, and you just put your blood, sweat, and tears out there in the world, and I got to come home and deal with you? That's why the suicide rates and what's the name is be skyrocketing, bro. For real, for real. But what do I know? You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get to 500 subscribers. Make sure y'all like for the algorithm, sub up, comment what y'all think about the passport bros, passport sis, surviving your overseas, whatever. Excuse me. But yo, it costs nothing to show love. Not a dime. Wabbledy dabbledy, baby. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Peace.